On Saturday, the Trump administration filed a motion with the court arguing that, by God, we can't give all of these immigrants a trial. We can't even sit and talk to them about what country they want to be deported back to, because to do so would just be, quote, burdensome. And for the record, that thing that the Trump administration referred to as burdensome is better known as the Constitution, the Due Process Clause. They filed this motion in court in front of a judge who already told them you can't send people to a country they're not from. And they said, well, we had to sit and talk to them and ask where they wanted to go. Ugh, that's a burden. Wonderful. But it is a burden that you have to bear because the U.S. Constitution calls for it. Citizen or not, by the way. If you are on U.S. soil, if you are apprehended by U.S. officials on our soil, you are still protected by the Constitution of the United States, regardless of your status, citizen or not. You're protected by that document, and our government has to adhere to it, or we have no country at all. But here is what they argue. The Department of Justice posted in its entirety their legal challenge to an order from District Judge Brian Murphy blocking the Trump administration from deporting immigrants to third countries. In the motion, the DOJ argues that the requirement that the Department of Homeland Security provide detainees with the opportunity to challenge their deportations is, quote, burdensome, because the DHS was required to maintain custody and control of the detainees and conduct interviews regarding any reasonable fears they may have about being deported to third countries in private at a time of the detainees' choosing. That's just a burden. Oh my God, we got to go and talk to these people. We have to give them their day in court. What is this, America? They want this to be a dictatorship. They want this to be authoritarian control where Donald Trump can order them to disappear anyone at any time and send them to a country where we'll never find them. That's what they want. And you then had Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who also responded to the injunction in a declaration filed with the court and posted to Twitter by DOJ Chief of Staff Chad Mizell. And in his declaration, Rubio argues that orders made by the court cause significant and irreparable harm to U.S. foreign policy and its strategic interests in Libya, South Sudan, and Djibouti. So Rubio is out there arguing like, okay, well, I get the burdensome thing, but hey, listen, we're trying to butter up these countries, where we're sending all these detainees. And if you don't let us do that, that's kind of hurts our foreign relations. Oh, well, I'm sorry. What interests do we have in Libya? Or South Sudan? Why are we worried about getting them on our side while Donald Trump is like crapping on the European Union? One of our biggest trading partners that he may not have tariffs on at any given second. But no, we got to cozy up to Libya and South Sudan. As per usual, we're dealing with the dumbest people that this country has to offer. But more importantly, we are dealing with an administration that says adhering to the U.S. Constitution is a burden. It's a hassle. That's what they're telling us. The Constitution is a burden on them because they don't want to adhere to it. And if that doesn't scare you, then apparently nothing will. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.